Alright then, okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to master your transitions in CapCut PC. Listen, very simple. So first you're going to import your clips into the timeline like so. And yes, so I'm going to show you different transitions that I use, the transitions that I'm comfortable with and all that stuff. Yeah, so you got this clip right here. You know, if you want to make life easier, you can go to animations and you can go to combo. You have tons and tons and tons of transitions you could use to elevate your video. So, you know what I'm saying? The software does it for you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out a next clip right here. Let's just focus on the timeline right here. Okay, so yeah, we got this clip and we got the second clip. We're gonna make a transition from this clip to this clip. On my first click on the video, I'm gonna go on animations. First, let's go on in. So basically what this does is that they start at the beginning of the video. So for example, if I just choose this, for example, it will make this animation right here. So pretending this is just the start, and you can just play it like this and you get a nice clean animation like this. Obviously you can go on out. So next you can go on out, and what you can do is that it will animate the video out. For example, if I want to add fade out, basically you can just play around with the duration and just, you know, put it up if you wanted to make it more. Oh, that's the beginning actually. Right here, if I can just pull it up like this, you get a nice fade out from the end. So from the beginning, you got a nice clip right here, and then from the end it fades out. That can be part of the transitions to elevate your video. Next we're going to focus on combos. So this is the combo route right here. So we got, as you can see, we got loads like I said from the beginning. So I'm just going to pick one. So let's see, zoom. So we got zoom 1 and zoom 2. Each animation can be a combo. If I just choose this clip right here and click zoom 1, boom, goes out, and then it goes straight in just to the second one like this. So I'm gonna show you again. Goes out, then it goes straight in. Obviously you can you know, shorten the clip if you wanted to, if you don't want it to be that long, and then you can get something like this, you know, very smooth. Let me just put it a little shorter so you see how fast that is. And then, you know, if you just put the duration more longer, then it will. By the way, if you do that, if you shorten it and resize it again, you have to go on animations and move the duration to where it is. Otherwise it's just gonna cut off like this, not the whole video. So you're gonna have to like move it all the way, and then it will just animate the entire video. That is one part of the clip. Now the second clip, we're gonna do the same thing, but this time use zoom 2. You feel me? So we're gonna use that instead, and what it's gonna do is that it's going to make a combo. So watch this. So you got the first clip, and then there's your transition right there. And yes, you can do it again. So for example, I'm gonna add a third clip, and then we can do the same thing like so. So I'm just gonna add the zoom 1. If I can just, if it loads up, yeah, zoom 1 again. So you can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you know what I'm saying? So for here, I can just add another zoom right here. From here, was it zoom 2? Yeah, zoom 2 again. And then you just get a full-on combo. You feel me? So from the start, let's start from the top. So it goes out, goes straight in, and then it goes back out again, and so on. But let me readjust the clip so I can show you more quickly. So from out to in to out to in, and yeah, this is how transitions work when you use combos, and it's really effective when it comes to, like, you know, my trailers, montages, or anything that's, you know, more complex. You know, as a beginner, it's way easier to use the combo method for transitions. Okay, so I'm going to show you another example for the combo. So over here, as you can see, we got another animation, which is the same as this one too. So we got number 1 and number 2. So it's pick our first clip right here, click this one, and then we got our first animation, and it's gonna go straight to the left to get to make that combo for the second one. So you click this one, boom, and yeah, we got ourselves a little transition right here. And another thing, I'm also trying to become a freelancer. So if you guys have any videos, any clips, hit me up and I will be your editor. For my gigs, entrepreneur, we have games, we have podcasters, and we have motivational speakers. So if you're one of those people and you make videos and you're looking for an editor, then what are you waiting for? Hit me up. Link will be in the description below. Okay, so the next transition I'm going to show you is the transition that I've been using for my AMV edits and all the edits I've been doing for on my YouTube channel. So this is the transition I've been doing. So for example, we got our first clip right here. I'm actually going to zoom in like this. So right here, we got clip 1, clip 2, and what I'm going to do is transition from here. So what I can do, we can, if you want to be really creative, we can do something like this. So we can just move the scale, go on basic, on video, scale, and then let's see a scale to like right here, for example. And then what we can do, from here is make a keyframe. So what we're going to do is press the keyframe, and then we're going to go at the end, and then we're going to scale back to 100. Good. There's two things to do this. We can right click and go on speed animation right here, and it will show you the curves. So right here, we can just press this. We can press this icon right here. Well, first we gotta highlight the keyframes. So 1, yeah, we got that. And then what we can do is we can press ease in, and then after that we can close this and then open this right here. This time we're gonna scale this in as well, and then we're gonna go here and then press the keyframe, and then we're gonna go all the way from here to the end of the clip. So the keyframe should be end of the clip, and then we're gonna do the same as we did to the first clip, and then we're gonna go back to 100 with the scale. And then the other way you can pull out the curves, you can press Alt and then K, and then that will pull up way faster. And then what we're gonna do is go on ease out. Okay. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push this a little further in to get the actual clean look of it. And then you get something like this. Very, very easy. This is something that I use daily. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I don't want to use the assets they already got on the CapCut, and then I just use this. You know, I'll just add the keyframes and then use the curves, and yeah, you get a transition like this. And I might do a full video on how to use curves on CapCut PC as a beginner, so stay tuned on my channel. Make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications as well, and yeah, we can get straight to it. Okay, so I'm going to show you another example on the same transition that I just explained before. This time I'm going to use 3 clips this time. So actually that is the same clip. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. So we're going to use 3 clips. Follow me with this one, yeah? Follow me. So we're going to scale up to, or we can just do this. You can just click the number and just do 250. And now we'll just scale up by itself. And then what we're going to do is press the keyframe, go all the way to the end of the clip, and then we're going to click here, press 100, press 100. Type in 100. 100, and then we're gonna just drag this keyframe all the way to the end of the clip, so we get this animation right here. Hold up. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing, and we're gonna go on 250 again on the scale, and then we're gonna press the keyframe, and then this time, because this is the middle clip, so for this one, for the middle clip, we're gonna go straight in the middle, right in the middle right here, and we're going to type in 100 into the scale. And then we got one transition going all the way, and then we're gonna make a transition going towards it. So from here, we're gonna just go back to 250 again. There we go, and then boom. Okay, and then for the third clip, we're gonna go from here, and then we're gonna go from 100 and then straight in the middle again. Make sure to press the keyframe right here, just 100. And then from here, we go from 250 back to 100 at the end of the clip, and then just drag it along. Remember, to add curves or to get curves up is Alt K, so press Alt and K. Boom, easy. You can just do it for here as well, and here. Plus it shows you the shortcut right here too, so just click that. There you go. And if you want to get rid of it, then just right click and yeah, take it off like that. So for this one, so for the first clip, what you want to do is highlight one of the keyframes and hit the icon and press and click ease in. That will ease in the video, and then we get something like this. So that's one ease in right there. And then for the second clip, what you want to do is put this, hold on. What you want to do, and then for the second clip, what you want to do is highlight this keyframe, press the icon right here and click ease out. And then for the second one, okay, and then after you highlight this keyframe, press the icon and do ease in again. And then we got ourselves a nice little transition from there, and then all the way from here. Okay, so what you're gonna do is highlight this, and this will be ease out. Highlight the end keyframe, and that will be ease in. And then we should get something like this. And that is one way to do transitions on CapCut PC. Obviously, it's not as smooth because I've been readjusting the clips. One clip is bigger than the other. That's why it's not really smooth as it is. But I promise you right now, the edits I've been doing on my YouTube channel, that is what I do. Literally, I use keyframes and I use the curves to do transitions like this, smooth transitions like this. And you can just use the icons, make a smooth transition, or you can just move them traditionally, but I wouldn't recommend doing that because, you know, it might mess it up and shit. So yeah, this is one of the ways of doing it. There are many ways to use curves in CapCut, so yeah. And yeah, that should do it. That is my first tutorial on how to master transitions on CapCut PC. Let me know what you think. You know, this is my first tutorial, like I just said. I'm gonna try and make this more better. This is like, you know, this is new. More videos are gonna be on the way. Make sure to sub up and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video of tutorials. And yeah, see you in the next video.